Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Galactic Civilizations for Warlords and our playthrough as the Zenozerg, where it's coming up to the final push. I think we are currently in 3 wars of annihilation. Basically, we've won one, but now we're also fighting the Baratak, which are irrelevant mostly. But the big one is the Grey Mind War, and pretty soon the war against the Manti. If we have a look at the prestige track here, the Manti are at 80% of the way. The Greys are also up there at 79. The Zolotzi are still lurking. They're still a power, and they are not as involved in things as one might think. They are at war with the Grey Collective Minds, which is good news, and the Yor and the Terran Resistance, so that's all fine. They're not at war with the Manti, and I don't think we will be able to get them involved in the war, and I'm not sure that we actually want them to be in the war, to be fair. But we did say we would kill them last, so maybe we can keep that promise. Now, on the war front, we do have ships getting ready and setting up in position to take the fight to the Greys. We have some worlds being taken from the Baratak. The Manti are making moves. It's a little bit of a mess at the moment. We've got fights everywhere, ships everywhere. The Zerg are just sort of pouring through as we can, doing our best to keep an eye on the Zolotzi, who still have a presence in our system, which we are tolerating for the moment. But I feel like the Zolotzi are gonna pull the trigger on us any time. So we are building up some fleets here that we're keeping on the defense while doing what we can with the ships that we've put through the portal. Now, the Terrans will be out of the game hopefully fairly soon, in 5 months. That will probably be their last core world taken from them. And then we will have most of this system. Now, we will be culture flipping all of these worlds, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But let's send it forward and see if we can close this one out, or at least get closer to that objective. Now, you guys have 19 moves. And these worlds are fairly well defended. I'm a little bit hesitant to send this fleet just streaming through because I'm honestly not that confident that it's going to go well for us. So I may wait for some of these reinforcements to come up and just hold there for the moment, I guess. They're the Greys. They just stopped somebody from taking over Shield, which is good. And it's a potential pickoff for us, so that's also good. Also good. We do have this fleet in position. Do we send it through, or do we just sort of hold the border and stop any Greys coming out? I still think we sit here and wait. This fleet is quite strong. You can just hold there. In the background, we are building mass muta and corruptors, but maybe it's time we go up to our next class of ship. Laser beams will finish in 1 month, and we will have to decide where we go from there. I think we're fine to pull back with this fleet and just exterminate here. No casualties. Beautiful. Lose some ships. You fools. Now, we would like to do mass mobilization. That's going to speed things up a bit if we have a place that actually has space for some invaders, or an invader. You guys are hitting the front lines. Maybe we should we'll give this some level up. Give me Lyrium cells, and yes, go ahead and siege that planet. We'll get you there eventually. Finally, that battleship is gone with bothering me. Goodbye. There's a potential creep tumor down here. Go ahead and take that out. Surprised that the Terrans still have so much influence down here. What is down here? There's another world down here? Oh, okay. I had a little pocket expand. I was wondering where the Terran ships were coming from. I just didn't think there was another world there. That's my bad. I should have checked. But we have phaser beams. We're going to choose a new tech. Galactic resupply doctrine is here. It's something that we would like. We can get dreadnought doctrines out in relatively the same amount of time, but an extra 10% on our beam attacks would be really nice. Null point energy as well for even stronger armor in 4 turns. An extra 20 logistics is a very large amount. 9 turns, and we're not really under pressure anymore. I guess we'll do it. We'll just finish it off. Now, we will need a fleet that can siege in order to deal with this. I should have known. I should have known rebuild your shipyard. We'll see if you can get us some siege ships. I don't want to use mass mobilization here, but we'll just keep the Terran in check. There's also, I mean, these are all, we have a couple corruptors. Like this fight being a moderate casualty to take out a cruiser and a battleship. I think we'll take it just to stop the Terrans from having basically anything to go on here. And we will wait. But this means that this will become the next capital of the Terran. We're going to have to do something about that. Get me corruptors. We have a very sizable fleet on the defense. Should the Zolotzi think about attacking us, which is great. Maybe we should think about attacking the Zolotzi. No. We have enough on our plate for the moment. Let's just keep it going. Reinforcement fleet coming. Just build up here. We'll send you guys through as soon as we have a big enough defensive fleet. Let's take over Babcock here. 5 months to infest this planet. I think it's pretty good. Let's go ahead and infest the Bartok. We pick off over here. This is flipping fairly quickly. 11.7 influence. That's great. We're going to grab all of these worlds from the Manti. That's going to hopefully stop them from being a prestige problem. But I think we've more or less curbed that particular issue. The fleet has moved out from Nephilim, so they may be coming our way. Let's range forward a little bit in that direction and see if we can spot where they are. It was a misplay. Should have stayed on creep. There's some of that fleet. We have annexed planet Yojimbo from the Manti cluster and Chevrama 2 from the Zolotzi. Love it. Where is Yojimbo? That's these worlds over here. Those flipped quite quickly. Love it. What about Vista? 3%. That's going to flip a whole lot more slowly. These worlds are still falling. Shield over here. 2.9%. 1.6, 1.4, fine. Let's take down some of these ships. Light casualties, no casualties. That's a lot better. Would like to not sustain any losses with these fleets if possible, and they're making it fairly easy for me. I should probably be fighting with this force instead, as it doesn't have siege ships, so it's a little bit more offensive. And let's start taking out some of this infrastructure. Probably don't need the attack. It has 7 HP. I can just sort of zap it. Double cruisers over here. Beautiful. Now, only Prime is a core world, so let's move on over. We should be able to begin that siege next turn. Nothing on sensors. And we want to kill this shipyard every time they rebuild it and just keep this planet at bay until we get these shipyards back up, which it looks like we have. Take out a brood hauler. It's 900 credits to rush this out. And in the interest of speeding things along, I will go ahead and rush this. Sell off some of the resources that we're generating that we don't particularly need that much of. Fafnir, just keep the production going. Doing great work, folks. Chevramont 2 is now ours. And it seems like it's a pretty decent world. Rebuild the shipyard. Let's get a hive down somewhere. There seems fine. Boost the manufacturing. So we got space cadets here. Might as well retrain them as workers. We have +7 on the control per month. We're going to want to use that. Upgrade the housing and automate. I don't know if I automate, if it's going to actually build what I have in the queue or if it's just going to take over and do its own thing. Maybe that's a thing I should double check. And since we do have that control, mass mobilization has a cooldown of 20 turns. That's quite a lot. But I like Galactic festivals. I don't know what that'll do for us, besides give us money, or how it fits into the theme of what the Zerg are doing. But screw it, we'll do it. All of our Zergs will celebrate. Great celebrations. Rebuild that shipyard. Yeah, the Zolotzi have some big fleets roaming around. Brood hauler, get rid of that farmer. Hate it. Okay, so what do we have? Quite a defensive fleet. Can we pull it down a peg? Absolutely we can. No casualties. I mean, once we fought off the Terrans, our armies are just extremely powerful. And we can move in and start the siege here. Now, do we want to mind control Nephilim Prime? I think we will. That'll only take 2 months. to infest this planet. That's going to give us probably a decent amount of influence as well. I mean, the Yor actually have a decent amount of territory. Once we have this, I think we'll go for Zeta Reticuli. You guys hang on right there. We would like more corruptors. You know, maybe we can hold off on the corruptor production. We have another full fleet ready to go. So let's get 1, 2, 3. Is that all the corruptors we have? The rest are mutas. Okay, 1, 2, 3. We've got space for one more and one more. And that is a solid fighting fleet right there, ready to go. I mean, we should technically send them to the front lines. We have enough on the defense and can build up enough. Let's just send them through. We got a lot of fighting to do. Keep corruptors coming out of this shipyard. I think we were sending these to rebuild a fleet. I think we have enough on the defense with reinforcements coming from the back lines to send you guys through. And we have quite a mighty fleet here already. Too many ships in orbit around this. Well, you know what that means. 1, 2, 3 battleships. 4, 5. Oh my god, 5 battleships and a muta. Works for me. Should probably split these up a little bit, but we're going to send them through as well. Get me more of those ships, and we should have this hauler who can join this fleet. Still not enough to conquer, but we can go over here, take another brood hauler and buy it. Since we have such great income thanks to Galactic festivals. We got an ass frig. This is an anti-small frigate, I think, from our Zalotzi playthrough. Does have Cerberus warheads. That's kind of cool. Demonic armor. Nice to see the AI making use of that. Chaff and E-webs. Weapon jammers. Very decent evasion. I mean, it's an alright ship. Don't get me wrong. I think we'll keep it. Infested Zalotzi ship. I never know if I'm saying Zalotzi correctly. Is that how that's said? I don't know. You guys are free to go ahead and blow up some more ships. And we may send these guys forward to cause some trouble. No casualties. Fight around Zeta Reticuli. Let's start heading off in that direction. Ooh, the Zalotzi trying to get a piece of the pie here. Now the farmer goes into space. Let's add them into here. Then we blow this up. And we should be able to conquest this planet fairly quickly. 6 months to infest it. I think we will do that. It's a long time, but that fleet isn't critical to the war effort. Puni also has a decent amount of ships for the defense. Very good. Just absolute swarmage. Pure swarmage. Adhill 2. Go ahead and automate supply ships. I don't think you're ready to produce military for us. Let's send you guys a little bit closer. And these combat vessels, I think we need to put them into a position to potentially go after the mantis, but they are getting closed out. They're at 80% of the way. They are now top prestige boys. So, you know, that kind of makes me think of them as a target. Let's go ahead and send some ships up that way. The Greys are down to 53, while the mantis are strong. I think the Greys are done for. Just too many ships coming after them. Too many wars. There's Adhill 2, which means the capital has just shifted all the way down to the bottom. Do we want to spend any time conquering these worlds? I think not. I think we're just gonna go for the throat. As soon as these ships get into position, we will launch against the mantis. Take out that shipyard. Yeah, any good military star bases around here? Culture, economic. There's a military starbase a little bit far for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't quite get there. But we can dust this fleet. It is made up of cruisers, vampire module, a dauntless. Cannot stand the might of the swarm. Light casualties to get rid of this fleet, I will accept. Right, and the path is clear for that invasion as soon as this finishes. We want to find even more worlds to flip. We lost a ship here. It might be worth it to mass mobilize. Oh, right, yeah, we don't choose where that that comes from. It just spawns in somewhere. Whoops. Whoops. Rebuild a shipyard. What do we get here? Tech capital. Neural nexus. Ooh, very nice Durantium deposit there. Planetary recycling center. Fine. A fusion power plant. Nice. Elemental fabricator. Civilization achievement. Makes use of bits of Honorian technology to create a powerful auto factory. Pretty cool. More Durantium. Love it. Starport. Love it. Precursor relic. Damn, this world was good. Okay. Nephilim Prime. Mine. I don't worry about these other worlds. Let's just try to seal the deal with the Greys. The Manti are grabbing up quite a lot of these worlds over here. I'm tempted to just... You know, we don't need to rush. Just get our ships into position and we will roll the Mantids. No problems. There's the invader we brought in. I guess we should just add him into a fleet. Let's drop our trousers a little bit. Get these things together. We may have enough military already, you know. We may already have enough. These ships, all 7 of them, head over here. That's the staging ground. 4 moves left. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't really get anywhere useful. Just wouldn't mind grabbing up at least this culture base. So we'll make that the next stop. Keep an eye on the Manti. If it looks like they are gaining prestige, we will declare and rush them. Ooh. Coming back for the defense, huh? But these cruisers just aren't it, guys. Just isn't it. No armor, no evasion. 3 shield generators is fairly good. And all kinetics. This is the Baratak Grove. Goodbye. Being killed. Thankfully, they're out. Done. Dunzos. No casualties. All your defenses fall before the swarm. Oh. Excellent. We'll go ahead and take out that military starbase. I don't need to capture it. I don't love that the Manti are coming in here. I will block that siege that they will probably try to do. Keep this fleet busy for a little while. I probably won't finish it. Nephilim Prime. It's a very well developed world. I'm actually okay. We'll just automate you. Everybody's super happy. What's our taxes? What's our approval looking like? Still really bad. We can probably pull out things like defensive measures at this point and just get more like research. If anything, I'll pull out prototype defenses, stick back in genius grants, try to finish off these things, pressure the scientists. I will use some of these charges of the Spore of Yggdrasil for theming more than anything else and convert these into Zerg infested worlds. We'll have to colonize them, but, you know, just bringing them back to life in the face of the AI. BMing AI. And with Galactic resupply doctrines, we're going to be able to even field bigger fleets. It's all over. It's all over. Zerg Fagor Nom, Governor of Merlin 1, is so enamored with your leadership. A statue of you has been erected. That's plus 10 control. I will take it. Thank you. Your adoration is appreciated. I think we have enough on defense that maybe this fleet... We'll wait until we have the extra ships to put in here, actually, before we ship out. We are overtaking... coming up on overtaking on the prestige victory. Man. I might actually let us win by prestige. I might allow it. I kind of like the idea of everybody just saying, yep, F it, the Zerg are too strong and they have won. Plus, the interesting parts of this playthrough have sort of happened, right? The big race to control the prestige, the warring, the early stages of the war against the Terran, the cool TVZ that we had there. I don't see the AIs being able to stop us. Militarily, it seems like we have a tech advantage, at least against some of the ships we're seeing. What do the Mantis have to fight with? Oh, bless you. They've got a cruiser. It does have specialized nanotech for repairs. The nanite repair cloud. The Theron ray is interesting because that does technically affect us. We are not carbon based, are we? I think we're ammonia based. Now, we could keep going in solidarity. Is there something here that we want? Plus 2 levels to housing improvements on core worlds is great. Increases the likelihood that citizens will have the collectivism trait is good because if they do spawn in with that trait, they'll get extra approval. So I think we'll just go back and get the shared belief. We still would like to unlock the post-sentience technology just because. Yep, the Manti are down to 76. We are now prestige leader and I think we will go ahead and just say that the Zerg #1 and and win the game by prestige, having done no galactic challenges and 0 sentient crystals. Just to highlight how badly this this mechanic needs a change. But maybe it's there for as a solution to that end game problem where it's very grindy, right? We're just building ships and moving them out, and we are going to win by military. It's just going to take us a whole lot of clicking and moving our units around and taking over bases. And like I said, the excitement is already finished. So maybe the prestige victory just kind of speeding up the conclusion of the game. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't think that's what they're going for. I don't think that's the intention, because more often than not what happens is the AI just tends to run away with the game and ends up winning by prestige, because none of the other AI tend to do very much about it. So it's all up to you, the player. Now that does mean we don't get our epic confrontation with the Zolotzi, but maybe we should give them a fair fighting chance. What if we just go ahead and do the Everwar? 19 months, survive against the tide for 88 months. That's a lot of turns. 90 turns. We'll probably end up winning in 20 odd turns, I would say, possibly. And doing this may have us lose worlds because we'll be fighting against so many people. I mean, there's so many cool challenges here. I just wish that you had to do it to win by prestige. Screw it, we're gonna win by prestige. F you, AI. F you. Not even gonna give you the chance. I refuse. Now, in order to win by prestige a bit more quickly anyway, we're going to need to gobble up some more worlds. We just got Babcock. Let's go for... Oh my god, the Manti are sieging with one ship, one cruiser. How long is that going to take you, dude? 30 turns. How are you even able to pull off this attack? You've got a conquest rating of 4. This planet has a planetary defense of 134. What is... Oh, Manti. Oh, Manti. Let me talk to you for a second. Mantids. Hang on. Bring it in. The time has come for you to die. War of Annihilation. Get fucked. How dare you? That is my world. My world to conquest. My lands. You can't have it. 3 months to infest this world. And I think it's worth it. The Manti's at 80%. It's not over yet. They're still going to try to race us. But having just declared war on them, let's see what the hell is going on over here. Quite a lot, it seems like. Let's see. Have the Zolotzi declared war on the Mantids? No. Okay. The Zolotzi backstab. I know it. It's gonna happen. Alright, you guys, I need you to go over here and mess up the Mantis. No casualty against that little bomber fleet. Only 3 moves left. 3 culture starbase. We can do that in 2 turns. Can we actually fight the Manti ships? Light casualties? Yeah, I think we're fine. And we have a ship poised here to make a little bit of mayhem. Let's go for... Can we take their core world? Their capital? That's going to be an ambitious move. And there are Manti ships all over. Let's go after this guy. All over our stuff. But I couldn't abide them in a 20-month siege. That's just silly. Wasting everybody's time. Alright, Mantis. What you got? This fleet doesn't need to be tied up in this siege. We're going to cancel that next turn so that we can actually go around and fight the Mantids. That's just spiteful, my dude. Cool. Galactic resupply is finished. For the extra logistics, behold, we are the perfect fusion of 2 great species. Surrender now or face extinction. Rephrased, we propose an end to this conflict. No. Galactic resupply done. Don't need cultural assimilation. Experimental weapons would be nice to go up to like the Theron stuff. But I think we are just going to get Dreadnought Doctrines. It's not coming, so we'll just force it. The Mantis are sieging Nephilim Prime. That's going to have to be addressed. That's a lot of space to cover. Let's take this fleet that we said we didn't really need. Crater a probe and send them back. They can't move this turn. Then there's next turn. I don't know if that fleet's gonna get there in time to prevent this. We have a fleet here. The Yor grabbed that world, so that's okay. So lots of ships everywhere. It'll have to be this fleet. Zip on back, defend Nephilim Prime. Light casualties accepted. Let's go ahead and watch our first battle against the Mantis. These are comparable sized fleets. On paper, they have more combat rating than us. But we have like double the HP. Alright, so the fighters are coming in. It's nice that we get to focus down the fighters because of our build. At least I thought we were. Maybe they just weren't in range. That guy went down ludicrously quickly. Might have been an outdated model. Repairs are trying. They're working. Repairs with vampirism. Oh, we lost another ship. There they go. 2 ships. Ouch. Hello? Engage? There you go. I don't know what the holdup there was. Alright, we lost some 1-2 muses. Yeah, a little bit outdated models. Not a problem. This fleet is actually not that strong. It's +1 corruptors with 1 +2 +2. We're gonna need to update this, which maybe we should have done before the war, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Do we have time to make that happen? What if we say update, go up to +2s? 2 turns is too long. 1 turn would have been good. Wonder why that's 2 turns. I wonder. Alright, Galactic resupply has been finished, so we can make a Giga Fleet. Another Corruptor. 98. Give them a +2. Cool. Send them through. That's a terrifying fleet. So, Terrans, how long do you have left to live? 2 months? You don't deserve ships. You don't deserve them. In the shadow of a conflict that has long outlived its strategic objectives, the inhabitants of Aldulfin 2 find themselves relying on smugglers for basic necessities. We can turn a blind eye. We get a lot of crime. Minus crime, minus farming, minus approval, minus wealth. Resolve to restore order and initiate a crackdown on the smuggler network, please. Thank you. Now, we would like very much to assault. We've got space in our fleets for more ships, which we may need to combat. Let's head back onto Creep for a moment. Regroup a little bit. Get our fleet sorted. And then we can take the fight. No casualties out of Bacteria. More no casualty fights. Lots of cruisers. Just absolutely obscene. This is a core world and it's going to be producing ships. I don't like that idea. I left it alone because it's going to flip to us. But it's going to take a really long time to flip. This fleet, however, does not have conquering capabilities, so we will just get you to move on through this ship. It will do a flyby and blow up any infrastructure around there that may be causing us problems. And we have enough movement to put this to the torch and to begin the assault against Bacteria. 6 months to infest everything, or we just go for the orbital bombardment. And I think here we're going to orbital bombard. We're down to 79. They're up to 81. All right, it's a full-on race with the murder shrimp. I feel like we've taken a couple fights in this war of annihilation. Is already 55% complete. This number needs to be a bit higher, guys. And I like that the months remaining is 2,588. But seriously, like, who's going to be in a war for that long? Is that number necessary? Really? You guys are waiting. Not that I think anything will come through the gate at this point, but it's more just to prevent the Zolotzi from getting any ideas. Might even send all of these mutas through as well. Since it's mostly cruisers, there's 66. Yeah, we'll need to put that many. That's a finished fleet. Send them through. Group up with these boys. Here we did want to upgrade. And yes, it seems like proximity to like shipyards or planets does influence how quickly you get these upgrades done. So this ship is 1 tile away from the nearest shipyard. Value is determined by the distance to the nearest shipyard. You know, we could have just read and found this information out. So let's go ahead then and make a bit of antimatter, a bit of thulium. Let's get this fleet up to fighting capability. We need money. Whoops. Sell off a bit of this, a little bit of that. All the honor spice. Snuggler colony, precursor nanites. Okay, go ahead and begin the upgrades. Refit. Hunt lead can get an update. I don't know what it will get updated with. Nanite, reap nanites. Probably. I don't think it's worth the investment. +2 muses are good, but I'd prefer the corruptors. We might as well upgrade to +2 muses on everything. I'll completely refit this. I don't think that there's any Manti ships to capitalize on this opportunity. We've got a couple ships here, but they should not be able to fight even a single corruptor. More ships over here. And siege, but it won't be a very fast siege, so we'll have time to make things happen. Okie dokies. A new cult has been growing in number on Adhill 2. The cult has grown wealthy by convincing rich members to make substantial donations. We gain a leader. We can tax them. Gain 2 free citizens. Tax them heavily. Now the Manti are up to 82% of the way to a victory. We have to be careful that they don't get too much territory, but once we take their homeworld, I think it's all over. And also we're going to get Zeta Reticuli next month. This is all good. You guys are chilling. Hey, you found a ship. The Grey's still trying to make something happen. Futile. You know, I don't even think we're going to get to be able to produce dreadnoughts. It is 6 months. This will probably take longer than 6 months to wrap up. Probably. Alright, the Terrans have been destroyed. Finally, they're out. Goodbye. Nephilim Prime is ours. Let's get the fleet together, having completed their upgrades. They're a lot stronger now, and I'm feeling a lot more confident. Let's take out this fleet. What's our HP bonus? Imperial. Bonus max HP plus 45. That's really good. And since HP, like shields function basically as HP, right? If you have 10 extra shields, it's basically like having 10 extra HP. You can consider that as having like an extra 45 HP on every ship while we're on this. And 45 shields is like, that's a lot of shields. Don't love that these ships here are just vibing. Oh yeah, the Cosmic Contaminants are in the game too. Forgot about them. And the Crimson Star Union still in the game. Forgot about them. What is your status? You have ships? Okay. The Yor have a bit of ships. The Cosmic Contaminant have nothing. The Zolotzi will probably declare war fairly soon. The Greys are almost out. The Mantis are starting to lose. And the Dwarves have bounced back. So that's all good. Great to see. I mean, we might as well just keep the military train going. I'm being a little bit overly paranoid, I think. I really should just rally all of these ships to the front lines, but I don't want to have a fleet come wrecking my economy and my power base. That is the end of the Terrans. All of this should flip to me next turn. I'm not worried about these pirates. This fleet can now... I think we're going to keep them around here and keep an eye on the Zolotzi. That war is going to happen. I do wish we could have gone up to Dreadlords. To dreadnoughts. I love building dreadnoughts. Zeta Reticuli. This looks like a very nice setup. Planetary recycling, industrial center, the capital city, the supply depot, starport. Everything here makes sense. A capital mainframe. Khazar's mainframe. Holy shit. Well played. People slightly unhappy here. They'll come around. You guys automate. You're fine. Another Doom fleet coming through. Bring them in. Now, where were you going? You were going to find some buddies. Head up this way. We'll do a little dance with these fleets. You guys are just going to barrel in and blow up anything that you can. Any and everything. The production, man. 82 are the Mantis. Let's see if this changes a little bit. They're still ahead of us on the prestige track, which is incredible. Sorry, Zolotzi, you need to just get out of my way, please. We got ships to kill. Like, this ship was super damaged, and it just healed off of these fights. Let's see, it's got 72. This is number 57. There's number 57. He's at 81. Yeah, he's actually just regaining HP from fighting. If we take moderate casualties fighting this massive fleet from the Zolotzi. So maybe the Zolotzi are a challenge. Light casualties here even. But probably not if we hit him with a laser. Fire some missiles at him. Yeah, no, still light casualties. Accept. Totally fine. You're building a transport? I don't think so. Never fight on creep. Let's blow up everything. Everything must die. Alright, what else do we got? There's a lot here in big numbers. I still need you guys to group up and like get these numbers up a little bit. So let's get a corruptor in that fleet. Let's get another corruptor in that fleet. We could probably get another corruptor. So we will. That leaves this a little bit underpowered. Oh, look, the Crimson Star making a move now. Look at you. Yeah, divvy that shit up. All right, let's fall back, build back up the numbers here. Zeta Reticuli is ours. We're really only interested in core wills. We have decent siege ability here. We've got a Manti fleet going in, but it is not a threat. We'd like to be fairly economical with our movements. No casualties. Let's go over here and deal with the fleet first. 7 moves. Let's make it 6. Let's make it 5. And plenty left over to siege this world. 3 months. I think we are just at the stage where we're going to orbital bombard. 2 months, even better. I think we have enough military for the moment until we get dreadnoughts. So let's do some research missions. Just a couple. We could get corruptors out of this actually in a respectable turn. But I think just some +2s will be good. That's all fine. Rally the ships. Okay. A cleanser. What is this? Pulse cannons, 3 shield generators. It is a pretty bad cruiser. Only 5 bonus HP plus 50. I think it's because each of these ships is getting 5. Our total bonus HP is 5. That feels like it should be a little bit more. In all honesty. Go ahead and join this fleet. I thought we were getting a lot of extra bonus HP, but we're not. It is a pretty underwhelming for the amount of worlds and colonies and things that we have. We should be getting much more. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to end this episode. It's still not clear that we're going to win by prestige. But once we rip down the Mantia peg, that'll pull us up and we should be able to get there. And in the meantime, we're just going to try our best to wipe everybody out. Who knows, maybe we can race ourselves on the prestige front. But anyway, thank you all very much for watching. It is, it is all Zerg all the way from here on out, I think. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you all very much for your support and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.